Don't you bow. Don't you bend. Don't give up. Don't give in. Hold on and just be strong, because God will step in and it won't be long. For your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio, I'm CJ. For your quick news and notes, cruiserweight titleist Marco Huck hoping to get back in the win column after a draw and loss in his past 2 fights will make the 10th defense of his title on November 3rd when he faces former title holder Firat Arslan. Lois Ann Goodman, the professional tennis referee who allegedly beat her 80-year-old elderly husband to death with a coffee mug and used a broken handle to repeatedly stab him before judging a tennis match and getting a manicure, pleaded not guilty in court Wednesday, and her bail was reduced from $1 million to $500,000 due to her close ties to the community, her age, and lack of a criminal record. David Nalbandian pulled out of the U.S. Open because of an injury on Tuesday, a day before he was scheduled to play 2009 champion Juan Martin Del Potro. Former Tennessee women's basketball coach Pat Summitt will receive the U.S. Tennis Association Billie Jean King Legacy Award, which honors people who have helped change the global cultural landscape. Richard Krajicek, the 1996 Wimbledon champion, is one of 6 members of the ATP's new competition committee, which will recommend possible changes to men's professional tennis. The Portland Timbers have hired Caleb Porter as their head coach for the 2013 season. The NHRA will increase from 23 to 24 events in 2013 and will assume a new series name to go with a renewed title sponsorship agreement for Coca-Cola through 2018, and title sponsorship will switch from the Full Throttle energy drink to the Mello Yello citrus soft drink. PGA Championship winner Rory McIlroy will miss the PGA Grand Slam of golf in Bermuda in October because of a scheduling conflict. Tiger Woods and Nota Begay III, longtime friends and former college roommates at Stanford, helped lead the American side to victory in the NB3 Foundation Challenge at Turning Stone Resort's Antonio Golf Club. Florida State Athletic Director Randy Spetman has signed a 1-year contract extension to remain at the school through February 14, 2014. Happy early Valentine's Day. Notre Dame's recent suspensions of 4 players could actually be a sign the program is gaining an edge that will help it be more successful, Irish radio analyst Alan Pinkett said Wednesday. He stated, quote, "I've always felt like to have a successful team, you've got to have a few bad citizens on the team. That's how Ohio State used to win all the time. They would have 2 or 3 guys that were criminals, and that just adds to the chemistry of the team. You can't have a football team full of choir boys." Close quote. Interesting point. The FBI kept a thick 868-page file on Penn State football coach Joe Paterno, but it mostly involves threatening letters sent to him and his staff years ago, and there's no mention of his former assistant Jerry Sandusky, who was convicted this year of molesting boys. The bidding process for the semifinal and championship sites for college football's upcoming playoff will begin this fall, BCS executive Bill Hancock said. SEC officials will have a new look Thursday night when South Carolina plays Vanderbilt, as each on-field official will be wearing a wireless microphone system similar to those used in European soccer, and will allow all officials, regardless of their position on the field, to talk to each other. Texas A&M and Arkansas have agreed to move their annual meeting to Cowboy Stadium in Arlington beginning in 2014 through the 2024 season. The NCAA has declared 2 New Mexico football players, senior defensive lineman Rod Davis and Fatu Ulal, ineligible for several games at the start of the season due to the university's self-reporting impermissible benefits. 3 East Carolina receivers, senior Dayan Arrington, sophomore Danny Webster, and redshirt freshman Antonio Cannon, have been suspended for the Pirates' opening game because they violated undisclosed team policy. The Ottawa Senators have signed forward Kyle Turris to a $17.5 million 5-year contract extension. The NHL and NHLPA remain at an impasse in the latest round of collective bargaining talks as the deadline for a lockout looms. Los Angeles Dodgers center fielder Matt Kemp is day-to-day after he collided with the center field wall, but tests showed no structural damage to his left knee and jaw. Roger Clemens is planning to make a second start on September 8th for the Sugarland Skeeters of the Independent Atlantic League, Fox 26 in Houston reported Wednesday. And finally, Minnesota Twins all-star catcher Joe Mauer has cleared waivers, according to a report by Fox Sports, as is usually not a sign of a team to get rid of an expensive star, but more of a procedural move to gauge potential interest in case a legitimate trade offer were to come about. Tune in next time for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and have a positive, productive, blessed day, and I leave you with namaste, as the divine in me salutes and honors the divine in you.